Hello everybody, and we are back for some more Berwick in our FM19 Journeyman, and today we are here for games against Stirling and Annan Athletic. So, we're going with the same lineup for this game against Stirling. That's who we play first. But I am really on the fence about Sedwin Scott. He's meant to be one of our better players, and he's putting in fantastic performances in training every week. It's just on the pitch, he cannot seem to do anything. And I'm not sure if it's because of the players around him, or just because he's struggling to do much of anything, really. I've tried to, when I changed to this system, my idea was to get more attacking players on the pitch. Before, we just had the poacher. Now we have the two inside forwards and the central midfielder on attack, but we still can't seem to get too much out of him. So I'm wondering if maybe we need to change something here, maybe make him a pressing forward on attack or a target man on attack. But then I worry maybe we're losing too much of the support. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try making him a target man on attack just to see if we can maybe get him more involved in the game. And hopefully this tries to help us. But, you know, we are getting to the point now where wins are becoming a must. We've still only had one win all season. 1 win and 3 draws is our points tally. We need to start picking up some more points. So let's go out there and pull off an upset. Stirling are 5th in the league, I do believe. So it's possible, it's doable. That seemed a bit quick for a second there. It seems to have calmed itself down now, but early attack? No. I thought maybe Sedwin Scott was just in a bit of space there and something could have happened, but no. I got baited. I should have known we don't do much in the first half. We have a goal kick here then. We may do something in the first half. Wilson plays it up to Kinnaird. We're working it around reasonably well. It's forward. It's Scott on the ball. Can we manage to cut it inside? We can. It's Willis on the ball. He strikes and we are 1-0 up. We went 1-0 up in the last game against Cowden Beef, was it? And, you know, it didn't work out well in the end. But 1-0 up, 15 minutes in, against a side that are pretty good, is a good position to be in. This is well worked here by Scott. He does well. He holds it up. He knocks it inside. Willis carries it a little bit. Hits it with a beautiful left-footed strike, actually. A bit FIFA finesse shot-esque there, but it was a very good strike, it has to be said, and it puts us 1-0 up very early into the game. It's lovely to see. And we have another throw-in. Gone are the days where there were no highlights in the first half. Pass it across. Murray takes the strike. It's over the bar. Quite unfortunate, I feel, there. It wasn't a bad effort at all, but it's nice to see us still having chances. And similarly to the first game we played yesterday, I forget who it was against, we've completely shut them out of the game. They've not had a chance yet so far, as Willis takes the free kick. And, well, maybe I've spoken a little bit too soon as they're on the ball here. Allen to Turnbull. They're passing it around pretty nicely. They've not really got too many players in dangerous positions, though. They're quite far back. Sat quite deep here. But they are managing to retain possession, trying to find some form of opening. And there's a good chance it may come down one of these flanks. But no, they put it forward. Stewart on the ball. He takes the strike, and it is, well, it's a narrow angle, but he does manage to put it away. And you've got to argue there that Adams probably should have done better. We'll see it again from potentially a different angle. But you would hope that Adams would be saving a shot like this. As Stewart comes forward, he puts it across. And I mean, that's not very good goalkeeping, is it? He almost went out of the way of the ball. Not great, but it's still 1-1, still the first half, and there's still a chance for something to happen. Half-time is here then, and the score remains at 1-1, but as you can see from here, we have had the majority of the play, the majority of the shots, so I think things have certainly improved from the first half of the season, where we were struggling to even do anything. The fact that we've taken the lead 2 games in a row, regardless of where these games finish, the fact that we're putting the ball in the net from open play is a massive step up from where we were, and if we're on an upwards trajectory, although it may be very slow and it may not seem like it. I don't think things are quite as bad as they look. Let's say I'm pleased how things are going. They're a much better side than us. These are, like I said, in 5th. As I highlighted last game, the league is a little bit divided in 2, and if I can pull it up, I don't know where it is. I'm not going to lie, I don't have a clue where it is. But yeah, it's sort of like the bottom 4 are in a different class to sort of the top 6, and so to be doing okay against one of these better sides, it's not a bad position to be in at all, and I think we shouldn't be, downhearted about this. We do have a free kick here then. Willis strikes and it goes in. It is an absolute worldie of a goal. Willis strikes the free kick. The keeper has an absolute mare. We're up into 9th. We are off the bottom of the table. And look at that for the curl on that. It goes straight past the keeper. And Willis, 3 goals now in 2 games. He's on a good bit of form here. He was always meant to be one of our better players, and since we've moved him further forward, he is really starting to show that. Goal kick for us. Adams out wide to Wilson. Wilson being our centre-half, it's weird seeing him that far out. It's just because the pitch is so narrow. But we put it forward, Scott to Lavery. Can we manage to find another goal to potentially solidify what could be a wonderful result right here? Stowe gives it to Murray, and he does lose out to Robertson. He manages to just sort of disrupt the play, slow it down a little bit, and they do look, though, like they're going to retain possession. McGeechee out on this right wing has just absolutely burned Adamson for pace. Crosses it in. Wilson with a good header clear. Oh my, that's what we've conceded. That's what we've conceded. That is what we've conceded. I don't... Just... This is a good header by Wilson, right? Rises up, heads it clear. Jardine strikes, and no word of a lie. No, I need to see this again. I need to see where that ball was going, because... Okay, let's get out of the replay. Go away. You tell me which way this ball's going and if it's even going anywhere near the net. You tell me if that was going anywhere close to the net before Kinnaird decided to head it in. I've said it before and I'll say it again. We need a new right back. He's not very good. Annoying. Very annoying is the only way to describe that. So, 2-2. Still not a terrible position to be in, and there is still time for us to maybe grab something, but they have a throw in here. McGeechee gives it to Turnbull, to Jardine, strikes and hits the post, and Adamson clears. They're testing us here. I think we're going to be under fire for a little bit, but for now, we're not doing too badly. 10 minutes left to play, and I am going to make a change. I didn't want to change too much because we're doing all right, but I'm going to do it now. I'm going to bring on Morrill, bring him on as a poacher, and try and get him to just run at them a little bit here. Just, try and stretch them a little bit for the last sort of few minutes. Kinnaird tries to tackle Stewart, but does awfully with it. But Todd and O'Kane between them manage to do something. And it's a wonderful ball. And like I said, Morrill is running at them. He takes the strike and it is saved by Ferry. It's disappointing. We don't even see the corner. What's going on? It's a free kick. Okay, Jardine's going to take it. He plays it forward. Hamilton on the ball. Going very wide and to the left here, but Todd clears it for a throw-in. No idea why that was part of this highlight, but I'm assuming this throw-in will be, and it is. Allen takes it, and we seem to win it. Willis, he's already scored 2, and he is bombing forward in acres of space. Can he find a pass forward? He can. Morrill on the ball. That is not offside. No, I refuse to believe that was offside. No, that is onside. That is 100% on. When the ball was released from his foot, that was 100% onside. I'm going to capture the exact moment, and I am going to prove to you that this was on. There. Right there. That is when that pass was played, and that is onside. This game has not gone our way at all. I'm mildly annoyed. I mean... I'm pretty majorly annoyed, I'm not going to lie. I feel like this was a winnable match, and we've been a bit hard done by here. Not going to lie, between the second goal and that. But there is still time to play here, and we are in possession. Murray to Adamson. Can we... Oh, no. Please don't. Fell on this right-hand side, cuts forward, plays it in. Turnbull has the easiest shot of his life. And he makes it 3-2. In a game where I think it's fair to say we've done pretty well. We scored 2 pretty nice goals. We conceded 1 through an own goal in the worst possible way, where it was not even going close to the net. And then we've just had an excellent chance disallowed for, in my opinion, wrongly being called offside. And unless anything comes from these last few seconds, we aren't going to get anything from this game. And that is the case. We lose 3-2 to Stirling. Now, performance-wise, I think there's a lot of positives to take away. Kinnaird got a 7.1. He scored one of the worst own goals I've ever seen, and he got a 7.1. I can't fault your effort. No one expected you to win, but you gave it everything. And as you can see here, they all love it. I think it's a fairly accurate assessment of the match, to be honest. We played quite well. We just really couldn't see it out, and it's unfortunate, really. It's a harsh result to take, I think, is probably the best way to put it. We took the lead twice, and we just couldn't hold on to it through silly goals, and then in the last dying seconds of the game, we threw away everything. So, yeah. Performances, though, are looking upwards. On the positive side, 7 matches in a row without winning. Thank you for that one. Game, I needed that right now when we've just had one of the harshest losses I have had in Football Manager. Annan Athletic are next. They've just gone up to 3rd. Let's see if we can pull anything out against them. So we are here for the game against Annan Athletic, and we need results. And I'm not sure this is going to be the game which is going to be easy for one to pick us up in, but we need to start getting some points on this board. It's getting quite worrying. Like, we've won 1 game in 12. It's not fantastic, is it? We're not particularly drawing many. We're just getting beat a lot, is the point I'm trying to get across. But we come out here today against Annan Athletic, the side currently in 3rd in the league, and there is a chance we could do something. So let's go and say passionately, we owe Annan. A couple of them look motivated. You can't quite see it because I'm in the way. There you go. And let's remember to put it back. But we are looking better recently. We're creating more chances and we're scoring more goals. We just can't quite see them. I mean, that last game was so unfortunate. And we're looking better. We just need to be able to kill off games. And I'm really hoping we can try and continue sort of what we've been doing today, but do it even better. Okay, so we have a throw-in. Kinnaird throws it up to Scott. And can we try and create a chance from this? Kinnaird into Murray, forward to Stowe, back to Murray, back to Stowe. And they lump it forward, and Smith is absolutely lightning quick on it. Adams with a good save. And somehow we've just about managed to keep that out after a very convincing chance from them. It has to be said. Our centre-backs were very slow there to start running onto that ball. But just about, it's still 0-0. They do have a throw-in, though. Wallace to Cinnamon, he lumps it forward, and they are in space. Roberts passes it across, and it's a very easy goal. So many goals we concede like that, where it's just an easy tap across the face of goal into the conversion, and we don't need to see that again. We all saw what happened. We're 1-0 down to Annan, and they have a throw-in again. Similar position to the first one. Cinnamon to Wallace, brings it forward. Johnston across to Smith, takes the strike. Just about kept out there by Adams. It's getting very testy here. They put in the corner then. Todd clears, as expected. It is an FM corner that doesn't start the highlight. But Adamson with the throw. They win it straight back. It's an appalling throw-in. Straight to them. And right on the ball. Injured, it has to be said. Maybe that will throw him off a little bit. As the ball goes forward to Roberts, across to Smith. It's a repeat of the first goal. Adams got a hand on it, but it doesn't keep it out. And it's literally the same again. It goes across from the side, straight into the centre. And they managed to tie it, or put another one in, sorry. They don't even tie it up. I'm so used to us taking the lead after the last couple of games. No, not to be this time. I'm not watching it again, by the way. No. We saw what happened. I just want to get stuck in, and I want to see something more from us. We've not had a shot again. We've reverted back almost to what we were a few games ago. And it could be argued, they're quite good opposition. But against Cowden Beef and against Stirling, we were able to create something. I'm not sure why we're being so shut out of this game, but I'm going to shout at them for it aggressively. Show me something else. Adams loses confidence, but a couple of other players looked fired up, so maybe we can see some change in the second half. We have a free kick here then. Willis strikes, and it's his second free kick goal in 2 games. Caught me a bit off guard there. I wasn't expecting another one. I very barely got the commentary in time, but Willis does strike it. And yeah, it's another good free kick. Very straight, actually. It was very much just straight over the wall, forward and in. And we're 1 back. We're only 1 goal down now. We're back in this game. Can we manage to see it out and pull out another goal? We have a throw-in very late in the game in their half. Adamson, back to Wilson, back to Adamson. Inside, it's Murray on the ball. Can we manage to find a chance? O'Kane out to Stowe. Takes the strike just wide. We're at least getting a little bit of something. It's just not quite enough. And I am going to make a change because of this. Because, again, Serwyn Scott not having a good game. Scullion's been on the bench or on the reserves for a while now. I think I need to bring him at least back onto the bench. But Morel back on the pitch in his poacher role. Maybe we can try and snatch something against some of their more tired defenders. 85 minutes in and they have a throw-in. And it's claimed by us. Adamson lumps it forward. Morel on the ball. Can we maybe try and find a counter-attack? Morel. Oh, it's a beautiful turned pass to Lavery. Forward to Adamson. Crosses it in. It's not awful, but their keeper does manage to reach it. Stowe, though, out wide to Adamson. Can we get into the box? We can! And it's in! It's off of Hooper. A bit of, what's the word I'm looking for? A bit of retribution for the goal we conceded last game. But it's something. It is... You'll take it, right? When you're struggling as much as we are. The ball across by Adamson's pretty good, and it's got to be said, if Hooper didn't get there, I think Morel would have. But it flies into his own net, pulls it back to 2-2, and we are in a position now to maybe snatch a point from a team significantly higher than us in the table. That looks like it's going to be that. The 94th minute is looking like it's going to wrap everything up. We are working actually deep in their half, but no, nothing. It's all over. 2-2. Not a bad result. Before the game, he definitely would have taken that. Maybe, you know, one shot on target and we scored 2 goals. I feel vindicated for what happened in that last game where so much felt like it was going against us. To have just something come back and just go our way. You've done brilliantly to come back and salvage a draw. They absolutely love it. Selwyn Scott, without a shadow of a doubt, needs dropping because he's just not doing anything. So it's nice to get a point. It is nice to get a point against an extremely good team. Coming up to Queen's Park as well, who I believe are the team we beat the first time around. Yes, they are. So there certainly is points to be got there. But we've not actually had a terrible half a season here. If you actually look at the teams we've sort of got points again, Edinburgh City and... well, Edinburgh City aren't fantastic, but Annan and Albion are both pretty decent. So it's quite nice to at least be picking something up. You see, Annan Athletic are in 3rd and Albion are in 6th. But the problem is the teams ahead of us are starting to pick up a couple of points now. We are going to need to start pulling out some wins very soon. The board confidence is still at 50%. We need to avoid relegation, and I guess from looking at this, that's still very much possible. The performances are on the up. That is not an arguable thing. We're getting better. I mean, these last few games... I mean, we've scored 5 in the last 3 games. We went through a run here. Did we even score 5 in the first half of the season? We scored 1 there. None. Okay, yeah, we had a couple here where we scored. We scored 4 in the first half. We've scored more this half of the season than in the last half of the season. So, that's a positive, isn't it? And we've still got Queen's Park to play. So, Elgin City's a winnable game as well, actually. Maybe, just maybe, there's a bit of a chance here. With 4 games left of this half a season, it might just be possible to claw our way out of the relegation zone. We keep flicking out. Whenever we take the league in a game, we just overtake Elgin City. That game is going to be... These next 2 games actually are going to be massive games come the end of the season. So, I will see you tomorrow for the game against Queen's Park, and then the game where we're going to get battered, basically, Peterhead, who are by far the best side in the league on paper. So, if you want that in your sub spots, you can use the subscribe button, or it will be going up at 5:30 PM tomorrow. Please leave any feedback in the comments below, and I will catch you all tomorrow. Have a great night.